Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all need to come over here now. Oh, this is driving me crazy. Oh, Dennis, help me. Dennis. Dennis. Oh. I know because this one I can turn on. I just texted you, Dennis, because I need to help. Oh, well, here we are. This is just the way it's going to be. I have to figure this out. I thought I figured it out. I'm so distressed. I'm so sorry. I know. Gur is right. Gur is right, Michelle. You got it. There's the birthday girl. Here I am. If somebody could please tell everybody, I'm sorry, I'm over here. Please. I don't even know how to find me over here, but here I am. Okay. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you. Look at my birthday hat that I have is from dear Kirsten's Memories. And Kirsten, you say her name, Kirsten. Mary Renfro singing to me. I am abundantly blessed today. I'm having such a great day. Thank you. She says, you are such a blessing to us all. Thank you so much. I have my headphones in because I have an assignment. Once people get in here, we're going to all listen to a song together because I can't play it because they'll monetize or they'll, strike me, blah, blah, blah. But we're all going to listen to a song together. And while we do that, I'm going to run down and get my ice cream. I thought I would share my ice cream with you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Thank you for your happy birthdays. I love it. I love it. Are there still people over on the other side? Happy birthday. I went out to lunch with my brother and my sister-in-law for the first time at Olive Garden in over 4 years. Thank you, Lynn, for telling everybody to come over here. I used to go to Olive Garden and order at least one, but usually two of the Alfredos. Yes, Vanessa, this is Barb's birthday party. You got it. I would order two of the Alfredos and probably eat easily 6 breadsticks dipped in there and get fettuccine Alfredo. Today, I got a cheese ravioli in the small section. They've got a small thingy. And yeah, and I was fine. I didn't have one touch of Alfredo. Isn't that wild? It was for me. It was like surreal. My head was going, ah. Okay, so we have an assignment. Y'all can hear me okay? See me okay? I'm glad my microphone is on. So what I want you all to do is open another window. Don't lose me, but open a window somewhere or on your TV or something. And I want you to go search Queen Don't Stop Me Now. And I want you to watch the video and sing with me. And Kirsten's Memories. Oh, I love Olive Garden breadsticks with Alfredo. I used to too, for sure. That's what helped get me to 400 pounds, baby. So go and listen to Queen's Don't Stop Me Now. And I'm going to run downstairs and get my little treat that I can share with you all. And I'm probably going to leave my microphone on and sing with you. Okay? I'm going to listen to. Okay, where's my, there we go. There's my Freddie. Okay, you won't be able to hear it because it's in my ears, but I'm going to sing while I go. I will be right back. Let people know I'll be right back. La, ha, ha. Oh, I can't sing because I'll get a mark. So you all have to sing to yourselves. I'm coming back up the stairs. Are y'all listening? Mary, thank you. I'm gonna bomb. Oh, whoa, 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 explode. Through the sky. 100 degrees and brother, call me Mr. Fahrenheit. That's a speed headlight. I want to make a supersonic man out of you. Y'all listening, I hope? Go, Roger. Okay, while Freddie's finishing, you're following me on Substack. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Let me turn Freddie down a little. And then I'll take my headphones off. Look what I got at the store this morning. Look at that. This is a GLP-1 size Haagen-Dazs chocolate chip cookie dough. Did y'all know they made these? Am I the last one on earth who used to get the biggest possible and would never have ever looked at something like this? And look at that. Thank you, Miss Gwen. Thank you. I didn't either, Mary. They are so cute. So I thought I would share it with you all. Because there's enough for all of us in this little tiny thing, isn't there? Okay, Freddie, you be quiet now. Okay. Off he goes. Let me get my earphones off. Oh, okay. Here we are. Now we're all here. And I'm here. You'll take a small bite? I'll give you some too. T, I would. Absolutely. Thank you. This is actually a dress. It goes all the way down here. I've got leggings on. And it twirls. I can't twirl it right now, but it twirls. I have Disney dresses like that as well, like this as well. But I wear them a lot. I never wear this one. And this one's my peace, love, and hippie one. And I love it. Okay, so we're here for my birthday, but I have fun things to talk about that I want to share with y'all. And I want you to share with me as well. Thank you very much, Tamara. Okay, no contest. This is not a contest or anything like that. I'm doing this to specifically try and find some ways that we've all tried to lose weight over the years and may have forgotten about. And yes, Robin, yum is right. So I wanted to tell you about 3 separate things. I have had this weird thing with my feet my whole entire life. I sprained my ankle jumping off of a wall like a goofball with wedgie shoes on back when I was in 7th grade. That doesn't count. But how many times? Thank you, Sandy. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Sandy. Happy birthday, Barb. Your support for all of us means the world. Thank you. That is amazing, Sandy. Thank you. Thank you. But how many times have we all exercised? You know, we start on Monday and we start our exercise program and we're going to do it. Now, this doesn't count as much, okay? Because this is different. We're trying to build muscle and save our bones and all of that. But before, when we were dieting, tell me, how many times did we do it? So I have 3 specific times that I wanted to tell you about. First, actually, let me take my sweet little, thank you, Kirsten. Kirsten gave me these. I love them. The first thing was that 3 times I've broken my feet just walking for exercise. And the first time, I didn't even know that they were broken. After that, I pretty much got an idea of what was going on. But the first time, Megan bought me, my daughter Megan, Small Things Daily, bought me the best pair of tennis shoes in the whole wide world. And I was walking around the block, and I was in so much pain. And I was huge. I was probably 350, 360, bigger than that. And I just kept thinking it was because I was so fat that it hurt so bad. So when I got back home to San Diego, I was in San Diego at the time, and Megan and I were in Orlando when she got me the shoes. When I got back home, I went to the foot doctor, and he's like, you broke your foot. And I was like, really? And he said, yeah, both of them. I was like, what? Thank you, Jenny. Happy 65th birthday to you, Barb. Thank you. Thank you. And so I had to wear a boot on each leg because I was so big, there was no way that I could use crutches. I couldn't do that. So 3 different times over the years, I have broken my feet. And it got so that I actually kept the boot in my closet because I knew that I was going to need it. I don't anymore. The very first time that I broke something, ironically, I was in a birth center, working at a birth center, and ironically, I tripped over a balance scale. What is the universe saying about that? Tripping over a balance scale, you know, the ones that go like in the doctor's office. And I broke my ankle in 3 places, ended up with 3 surgeries, and residual damage was something called reflex sympathetic dystrophy. And I had to have physical therapy for years. 3 different surgeries, big fun. Okay, then the last time, and I want to know, I know, ouch is right. This one was not fun. Okay. Do you remember We Fit boards? Do y'all remember We Fit boards? Hi, Grammy's Protein Kitchen. 29 watching and only 6 likes. Come on, guys. Do some likes. Hug that like button. Y'all remember We Fit boards? Never tried one. Okay. So We Fit boards were invented for exercise. So of course I had to have one. So I had to have one so that I could exercise because I was so sedentary. So I'm jumping up and down at easily 350, again, 360. And I slipped off the We Fit board and broke my foot. And I had to go have surgery 3 times again, where they put a pin in my foot to hold it together. My foot, not my ankle. Mm. For those that weren't here, this is the size of my ice cream. Yeah, I tried all kinds of things to lose weight, exercise things. Do you remember the Thigh Master? Do y'all remember that? Yeah, again, exactly, Jenny. Jenny says, no, not again. Hi, my brother, Richard Herrera. Everyone say hi to my brother, Richie. Suzanne Summers. Thigh Master. Now you have to be a little older to remember the booby ones. Do you remember those when you push? It's not Richie's birthday. He's just here celebrating my birthday. Those things that you press, and you're supposed to get bigger boobs with it. It never worked. It never worked. Ugh. That was a drag. Richie took me out to lunch today. Richie and my sister-in-law. It was so wonderful. It was good. Hi, Darian. Hi, Leela. Barbie. That must be my sister-in-law. Leela, are you my sister-in-law? Robin says, I broke my pinky toe. It smashed into the wall as I was going around the corner wall of my apartment. It turned bright red. They taped it to my other toe for support. Eek! Those scammy commercials on at 2 a.m. hoping people will buy. Okay, now, seriously, a lot of us my age, and not even as old as I am, how many Richard Simmons programs did you end up buying? Probably 4. You remember the little cards in the little booklet thing that you had to count? Love the Florida birth car tag. Oh, thank you. That was because I was a midwife, and that was to a birth, and you actually got me out of tickets, because if I was going fast to a birth, I would tell them I was going to a birth. I had to show them my midwifery license, and then they would let me go. So that was fun. Saw Richard Simmons on Merv Griffin. Yes, exactly. Do you remember Dancing to the Oldies? You remember that? My kids and I used to do it together. We would dance to the oldies. It was so much fun. Anybody else? Dia Meal. Thank you. Yes. That's Richard Simmons. Dia Meal. Yes, yes, yes. It was similar to Weight Watchers, except with cards. It was like a game. How did Keith Richards outlive Richard Simmons? You got me. You got me. I was just talking to somebody else about having seen the Rolling Stones in 84 at the Tangerine Bowl here in Orlando. And at the time, we were all, you have to go see the Stones because Mick Jagger's going to die. Oh my gosh, Mick Jagger's going to die. And now here we are in 2021, and Mick Jagger is still running along on that stage. How did we miss that so much? Oh my gosh. Billy Blanks, Tybo. I don't know Billy Blanks. Tell me what that is. Lynn says that. See, you're younger than I am, Lynn. I'm an old lady. Barb says, I got to dance with him in Tampa. He was so sweet and kind. With Billy Blanks or with Richard Simmons? Jenny says, I also still have Susan Powder diet. Book my mom gave me. It honestly still holds up. Susan Powder was wonderful. She walked around with hair like this, except she bleached hers. And she was all about the carbs. It was eat all the carbs you want. Carbs are the best thing for you. I don't know what we were supposed to let go of. Did we let go of meat? I mean, at the time, I'm eating bagel after bagel after bagel with Snapple. What was this doing to my poor pancreas? Oh my gosh. Oh, Ben's 56. He did workout tapes. I missed that one. Jane Fonda, who had Jane Fonda with her leg up like this. I'm going to do it just because I can. And she was like that on the book cover, right? I can do that now. I couldn't do it before. I couldn't do it when I was watching Jane Fonda back in the old days. I couldn't do it. Gwen says Susan Powder is doing DoorDash now? Huh? Mary, is that what we did, was let go of all the processed meat? Holy cow, Sandy Murphy. I even tried the one called Way Down Workshop. Concept was good. Eat on a saucer and not on a plate. Oh, I bought that 3-piece plate, like decorated, but it had the segments like when we were in elementary school. And my dad always said I should have them because I never liked my food touching. I'm much better now, but I didn't like my food touching. But those plates that you would buy, this is how much meat, this is how much vegetables, and this is how much carbs. I must have had 15 of those. I must have had, oh, Denise Austin, there we go. See, that yes, Jane Fonda still looks great. Michelle, you are absolutely correct. Vanessa, I remember Susan Powder told me I could eat 52 baked potatoes as long as there was no butter. Yeah, oh, it was fat. That's what else she wanted us to not do. That's right, 52 baked potatoes. I remember talking about that on the cruise, Vanessa. Vanessa's going on the downsize cruise. I'm so excited for everyone who's going. If you're going, holler. I know Michelle's going as well, frankly, Michelle. Jenny says the thing I took from her book that holds up for me was the less so what she advised to eat or not eat, but some things she would talk about for general health. Yeah, that's pretty easy to get anyway. Never forget Weight Watchers. Gwen, you are correct. Weight Watchers. All the processed food, and she called them out. That's right. Exactly. That's so funny, Michelle. Michelle doesn't let her food touch either. I'm pretty good now. Tamara, I don't know. I used to work out, Tamara says, I used to work out with Kathy Smith and Leslie Sansone videos back when I was a dancer and still in shape. I don't know either of those people. Oh, Kathy Smith, I do. That I remember. Who else were the jump around girls? Who else was there? Lorraine would know everybody. Lorraine at the downsize, she would know absolutely everybody. Denise Austin. Gwen says Leslie Sansone walk fit. I don't know that. Oh, the cabbage soup diet. Sandy, you're going to give us all gas. Do you remember that? Cabbage. And I actually like cabbage, but the idea of eating cabbage soup for every day for a diet? Blech. Yuck. Traveling T says Walk Away the Pounds had good videos. That wouldn't be bad. But we all have to remember too, I was big and all of these things were difficult. Now with Richard Simmons, the kids were really young and we would all do them together in the living room because we had a big living room that time. And it was fun. And I am sure somewhere in their memory, they have embedded Richard Simmons dancing to the oldies. I'm sure they do. Frankly, Michelle says, remember the song Let's Get Physical? That was always fun to dance to. I would sing it like Lorraine does, but I don't want to get, but you remember Olivia Newton-John. Tony Little. Oh, the Gazelle machine. That's right. I forgot about Tony Little with the Gazelle machine. Yeah. It was a precursor to the things that we have now. What are those things called? What do you have, Michelle? Yeah, I remember I remember Tony Little. He was big too. He was like, wasn't he? He was all buff. Cabbage soup. Gwen says, oh my God, cabbage soup and adding different stuff to change it. Robin says, my mom used to eat AIDS. So did I. And she told me specifically not to eat them, but they were not candy. Okay, AIDS, AIDS. That's actually the first diet food I ever ate was AIDS candy. And it actually said AIDS candy on the thing. My mom hid them so high up in the cupboard that I had to get on the counter, on the next counter up, and then really tiptoe to grab them. I do not know how I found them. I don't know. I swear I had some homing device that got me to fat food. I would eat those. And the AIDS candies were caffeine and besides the caffeine, another stimulant. and I ate them because they said candy, and I ate them like candy. Tamara says, I hate to exercise. I love to tap. I love to tap was the name Bonnie Franklin's. Sorry, I had hit send on accident before. Oops, no problem. Rebecca says, you've probably gone over this, but what health issues have resolved or improved with your weight loss? I'm glad to tell you. Sandy says, my parents always drunk tab. My mom, tab and rum. Tab and rum. Her little Cuba Libre with tab. Exactly. Michelle says, I think they still sell the Gazelle line. Oh, I know Shopping Network. That's still there. I can't believe it. Hi, Barb. Happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad I'm food shopping with you. Elliptical. Thank you, Jenny. The Gazelle. Yes, an elliptical. Exactly. That was my first diet thing I had instead of soda. Lynn says, me too. Debbie K says, yes, AIDS. Laugh out loud. They were actually terrible, but thought they were great back then because they were chocolate. They had different kinds. Okay, so I know it's gauche to eat on camera, but it's melting. And the freezer's way far away. And it is my birthday, so I'm going to just do this. Hit the like button, Michelle asks. Please, hug it hard. And I'm almost to my 4-year anniversary of changing my life. In April, and I'll do this again, I'm sure. In April 22nd of 2022, I was in the hospital with diastolic heart failure and also had lung problems from having COVID. And there were 4 cardiologists standing at the doorway, and one crossed his arms and he came up to me and he said, you will either change your life or you will live in a nursing home. And in that second, I'll save it for April, but in that second, everything changed. Everything. It was just like a light switch went on or off. I stopped eating Uber Eats that day. I couldn't exercise. I had been in bed for 10 years. Oh, Cher's Forever Fit video. And there was a guy called himself Mr. Motivator. He was fun. Don't remember his name. Thank you, Nancy. Tab and rum. Tamara has never had tab and rum, but have had Crystal Light lemonade with tequila or Malibu many times back in the day. Chocolate X-Lax. Robin, oh my gosh, we're going to talk eating disorders now. Oh, let's not. Oh, that's awful. Just Sherry. Barb, for changing your life. Thank you. Thank you. I was put on Trulicity a couple of months after I stopped eating Uber Eats. And that was really hard to do it. But the idea of some nurse who hated her job, cleaning my butt, cleaning my underbelly had, it's called intertrigo, had that yeasty stuff, that infection underneath, and my breasts and behind my knees and my butt and everything. And I just kept picturing this person who hated her job having to clean all of this on me in a flash. It just happened in a flash. So when I got on Trulicity, I didn't know what a GLP-1 was. I had no idea. And it is dulaglutide. I didn't have TV. I didn't watch commercials. I got YouTube Premium. I don't even think I had YouTube back then. I don't think I got YouTube till I got a little bit more closer to Manjaro. But I lost weight on Trulicity. Nobody does. When I read the book, Dexatrim pills. When I read the package insert on the Trulicity, it says patients may lose 3 to 5 pounds. And I was like, please, I'm going to gain 30 or 40 pounds is what I'm going to do. But I didn't. And Christopher says I'm the only person he's ever met who lost weight on Trulicity. And it really was because I stopped eating Uber Eats and stopped drinking. I was drinking 3 bottles of amaretto a week because I was in so much pain. I'm 5'1" and I was 405 pounds. and could not walk to the bathroom, which was 5 feet away, without the walker. And as I started losing weight, started moving a little bit more. Took me almost a year to get to the corner of my street. Took me 8 months to get to the mailbox, 2 months to get to the bathroom without the walker. So I did all that. And then 9 months after I was on Trulicity, I started Mounjaro. Now, the Trulicity lowered my hemoglobin A1C. It started at a 9, and it lowered my hemoglobin A1C down to a 7. So that's why they changed me over to Mounjaro. And Mounjaro, I learned from Megan. Megan told me, again, my daughter over at Small Things Daily, she's who told me about Mounjaro. And she had started it 2 weeks earlier, and I started a month after her because I had to wean down or get off the Trulicity. And I was on the highest dose of Trulicity and went right from the highest dose of Trulicity to 10 milligrams of Mounjaro. I never started at the beginning, didn't have to do any of that. Started at 10, a month later, 12.5, a month later, 15. No, 10. Yeah, 10, 12.5, and then 15. And I've been on 15 ever since. And yeah, let's see what everyone's saying. I'm glad you made a life-changing decision that will keep my sister that I love dearly with me, so I won't be alone. Oh, Richie, thank you. I was going to tell you at lunch, Rich. This is one of the things. Our mom died in October, and we were all with her. It was wonderful. It was sad that she left, but it was a wonderful goodbye. So one of the things that she said to me, she had always been incredibly distressed about my weight. And finally, it got so that she was bugging me so much. I told her it was a non-topic. If she kept talking about my weight, I was going to not come and visit her. So she quit talking about my weight. Nobody was allowed to talk about my weight. And then as I got on Mounjaro and started losing, she took me aside one day and she said, "Now I know I can die in peace because you're going to be healthy." Oh, I made her happy. And I'm so happy I did. So I was really, really, really sick when I was 405 pounds. I had liver disease. My chronic kidney disease was very bad, very severe. It's actually in the severe category, was in the severe category. The heart problem, the diastolic heart problem, just all kinds of stuff. And Jody Mulholland, thank you. Happy birthday, Barb. Thank you so much. Thank you. Nice super chat there. So where was I? Eating ice cream. It's melting fast. What was I saying? Yes, Megan and I did start within a month of each other. And Megan's lost 125 total. I have lost 280. I am 126 today. I use 125 as my base. So that's why I tell people I've lost 280. So from 405 to 125. Everything is gone. That's what I was talking about. Everything is gone. Heart disease is gone. Liver disease is gone. My kidneys are now in the normal limit. My glucose, my hemoglobin A1C has been under 5.3 for about 18 months now. So I'm so healthy. And it looks like everything would be hunky-dory. But I want to tell you about some of the residual things that happened because of being so big for so long. My spine, I had that zingy thing down the back of your leg. So I went to a doctor and we did an MRI, a CT, and an X-ray. And I have 8 bulging discs. 4 are about to herniate. I have my bones. The bones are like wonky. Lots of them are really wonky. I have no pain. No pain. The doctor I saw, the neurosurgeon that I saw, wanted to do surgery and fuse my spine. I was like, what? At first I said okay, and then I went home and I was like, this is too weird. So I called him back, and this is what I said. I said, if I come into your office crawling on my belly with my elbows and my legs flailing behind me, I might consider surgery. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. So I did not want to have surgery. Sandy Murphy says, has anyone had success with Saxenda? My daughter's insurance will only pay for these daily shots. I sure want her to reach whatever goal she's trying to achieve. Sandy, let me tell you about what her insurance may be doing. It's called a STEP program, and she may have to start with Saxenda and then move up to Wegovy and then be able to go to Mounjaro. Unless Saxenda is being used, then it would be, instead of Ozempic, it'd be Wegovy and then Zepbound. So yeah, it's the STEP program. They try and use the least expensive medication possible before they move up and do expensive ones. Kirsten, and has anybody been on Saxenda? I actually think that Lorraine was on Saxenda. We'll have to look. Kirsten says, I've tried a whole bunch of crap to lose weight, but I don't think I would try tapeworms. Me either. Kirsten, you had an RNY, right? Didn't you have an RNY in San Diego as well? See here. Tamara says, I just took my first 5 milligrams yesterday and woke up to fasting glucose down to 150. I started a month ago with a fasting number in the 300s. Very encouraging. I'm so happy, Tamara. And Tamara, do you have a continuous glucose monitor on? Your endocrinologist or your primary care can do that. If you've got diabetes or your glucoses are that high and you're starting on a GLP-1, they usually prescribe you with a continuous glucose monitor, a CGM. Maria, happy birthday, Barb, and many, many more. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Tamara says it's already cut in half. I know. Isn't it amazing what our glucose can do on this medication? This is one thing that I'm actually writing about right now, is how in many ways, what happens on the inside with these medications happens long before, if we're going to look at it in slow motion, long before we begin losing weight. I picture it coating our pancreas, just massaging our kidneys and telling our liver, oh, it's okay, everything's going to be okay. And as they start metabolically correcting each other, correcting themselves, because they're all connected, they all like a what's that machine called? I have no brain, guys. This is old. Okay, sorry. And cancer, I'm sure. But the machines that we used to have that instead of video games, it's like that, the pinball machine, and how pinballs just go off of each other. And that's exactly what happens with our insides, and the GLP-1, the medications, go up into the brain as well. And it's like, oh, let's stop this. That's why it's so interesting that some people are able to not hear food noise within, I've heard, as little as 2 hours. Sometimes a day, sometimes less than a week. How long, when you all took your first dose of GLP-1s, T's insurance denied the CGM twice. Mine won't do it now because my hemoglobin A1C is so good. Where was I? I asked you a question. I should take notes. Oh my God. And if you have a question, you have to put a question mark, or Grant's here. Thank you, Grant. It helps if you have a question to put a question mark in front, please. That's what I asked. Food noise. Debbie says, my food noise went away within a few hours. Michelle says, I took my first dose, went to sleep, and it was working by morning. Lynn, 2 hours after my first shot, food noise was gone. What did you all think, Vanessa? Thank you, my love. Happy birthday, Barb, Vanessa says. I love you, Vanessa. I love you. I told Megan she had to specifically give you a hug. And you have to give her a one for me, too. That would be great. Anne says, me too, within a few hours. Grant says, same here, Michelle, day after for me. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And we hadn't even lost a fraction of an ounce. And already the medication was doing its thing in our body. That's how out of whack our metabolism was. That even the very first lowest dose that's supposed to be just to get you started affects our brain. Just that first day. That is so amazing. Midge says, like a warm, cozy blanket, quieted all the noise when I woke the first morning after a PM dose. Felt wonderful and full of energy. I never had fatigue, thank goodness. The only thing I've ever had is a little bit of constipation that I take care of with Better Fiber. Not selling it. It's not on any Amazon, anything of mine. And Oxy Powder. Megan turned me on to Oxy Powder. I love it. It's like Mago 7. I think it was 24 hours after for me. Good deal, Gwen. That's awesome. Michelle says, I lost weight immediately. What does immediately mean? Like in a day? Now, remember, inflammation, that first 2 weeks, inflammation goes down. If you look at, Megan's got a picture of herself when she started the tirzepatide, and then she's got a picture of herself 2 weeks later. That's how her sister Amy and I on a call, we looked at Megan and we're like, you lost some weight in your face. And that's when she told us about the Mounjaro, the tirzepatide. How do you shave your legs with extra skin around your knees? Becky, I don't know what's happened. First of all, I wouldn't shave my legs. Second of all, I haven't figured out why, but my hair on my legs and arms is gone. And I just noticed that like maybe 4 weeks ago. I still have a little bit of underarm hair. Sure have a little bit of hair on my face like a Cuban woman does. Chris says, happy birthday, Barb. I just found you in your daughter's channels in the last few weeks. I just got approved for Zepbound and we'll be starting this week. Thank you for sharing your story. You bet. I am so excited for you. You have to keep us apprised of what's going on. Michelle, day 1, lost weight. I didn't weigh forever because I didn't think I was going to be losing weight. And then when I started the Mounjaro, I didn't weigh but once a week. And I did it on my Arbo scale. I still have my Arbo scale. And I did it once a week. And until I hit maintenance, which was on February 1st of 2025, I didn't start really weighing every day until I was in maintenance. which I call remission from obesity. So there you have it. I call it remission from obesity, and then I'll put in parentheses, in quotes, maintenance, because people don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, the very end. All done. Oh, how many calories? 280 in that little tiny thing. I can afford it. I am not worried. It was my treat to myself. Yeah, let's not talk about the tapeworm. That's icky. Grant saying hi to everybody. Let's see here. Chris. Shelly says, hey, Barb, all in caps, screaming at me. Happy birthday, wishing you many more. Thank you, Shelly. Darian, congrats, congrats, congrats. It's amazing to get access. Yes. Yes. That's actually one of the things I've had to mention in Substack. I'm on Substack, as is Darian. And I write a lot in Substack. I'm able to express myself, I feel, much better in writing than I do in speaking. And I feel like I'm a pretty decent speaker when I'm talking to people. I don't like just talking to the camera. It's annoying, frustrating, especially since I can't edit. So live is just like the jam for me, because if I make a mistake, I can say, oops, sorry. Let's see here. Oh, so I talk a lot about access, because a lot of people talk about different aspects of why people. So what I'm writing about this second. Somebody wrote about how snippy people are. You're doing the easy way. You're doing the easy way. And many of us have heard that. And I know that many people, probably the majority, who say you're doing it the easy way. Why don't you just diet and exercise? I believe that most of the people really think we need to suffer. Now, I've said before, and I'll say it again, I suffered enough. Okay. I don't think I need to suffer in order to lose weight, because I suffered. I was on fen-phen. I had an RNY gastric bypass. I did freaking everything you could possibly think of. So I suffered. My kidneys suffered. My liver suffered. Everything suffered. My feet suffered. But I honestly believe that some of the people who think we should do it the hard way may not have access. And I won't speak for you. And I have begun to give grace to people who say things that may be interconnected with access or inability to have access to the medications, whether you want to call it jealousy or envy or whatever it is. Everybody has their reason for thinking we need to suffer. And I did mine. I'm pretty sure you all did yours too, huh? Let's see here. Let me scroll up a little bit. Let's see here. Julian says about the CGM, your doctor can still prescribe it. I've been using it along with my shot 8 months. It's worth the expense, only $74.99 a month. Well, I can't afford that. That's too much. It'd have to be insurance. Lynn, the best thing, right? Darian says, if you're not following Barb's Substack, Health at Any Cost, what are you doing? You're missing out on so many gems. Thank you, Darian. And Darian's got a Substack as well, and it's the Messy Middle by It's Darian, and he's amazing. Dariam. He's a wonderful leader in our community, and Darian needs to be listened to as well. He's just absolutely amazing. Lynn says, Michelle, yes, for sure. These past 8 months have given me my life back. Now, Lynn, I do want to tell you, I got your email and I watched that video before. I haven't been able to answer you. I saw you looking at me. I saw you talking to me, and I love that. So, good girl. Very proud of you. Mary Renfro, a year ago last February, I couldn't walk 5 steps without oxygen. I remember. Hated it, constantly fighting oxygen tubing, wrapping around and under my feet, only at night now, and walk through the stores. Mary, I'm so happy. Everyone clap for Mary. Oh, Mary, I remember that. We talked about that, and I'm so happy. Oh, makes me want to cry. Grant's faithful GLP-1 journey. Grant has a channel as well. His channel is brand new and wonderful. And Grant has lost a great deal of weight. How much, Grant? And his wife lost a great deal of weight. She did it without medication. And she just had plastic surgery, and she talks about that as well. Grant says Libre 3 plus CGM is $74.99 a month for me as well without insurance coverage. Chris, welcome. I'm new too, and everyone has been wonderful. Tamara, I'm so glad. Oh, see, my nose is running because I was going to cry. Tamara says I have to use oxygen when I'm out of bed as well. So excited you are free. It's amazing. I didn't need oxygen. I probably should have. Michelle says it's terrible when money impacts access. People in need of medical equipment or medication should have it. It makes me angry. Me too. Teddy D. Hey. Gwen says, I had my provider write me a script for Zepbound. CVS sent me a message saying my doctor needs to change my prescription. I called and asked the pharmacist about it. What did they say, Gwen? Darian, hello to all the great folks I haven't spoken to. The Teddy D, hello, everyone. Good afternoon or evening. Thank you. Mary says, she stole my motto. I walk because I can. Because I was in bed for 10 flipping years and using a walker to get to the toilet. Okay. I mean, seriously. So to be able to walk now, I've already walked, I think I looked at it, I'm at 4.5 miles. Now I was only at 3, I think, when I was with my brother at Olive Garden, but I've been prancing up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs. Grant says 75 pounds for me and 160 pounds for Christy. That's amazing. Marcy, let's see here. Let me go up to Marcy. Hi, Barb. Today is Sunday. The last couple of days have been pretty rough over time. I stood up, my blood pressure would bottom out and almost fall to the floor. So I had that as well. Do you have high blood pressure, Marcy? Now, I'm not a doctor. I was a midwife. I'm a retired midwife. But the blood pressure thing, I can first of all tell you to call the cardiologist. If you don't have one, you need to get one instead of the primary care. Number 2, if you've had high blood pressure, when you go on these medications, our blood pressure goes down. Initially, my high blood pressure that I was on medication for went down, and then it kept going down. And then I started getting dizzy when I sat up, or when I stood up, I'd get dizzy. I had a couple times I thought I was going to faint, went to the doctor. She's like, eat salt, put salt on stuff. I did. Then she said, eat Lay's potato chips. Don't follow my instructions from my cardiologist. Then she said, eat Fritos because they have more salt. And then I got tired of that. And I'm like, look, we got to do something else. And as soon as I took the Fritos away, I fainted from low blood pressure. So now I'm on something called Midodrine, which is for low blood pressure. So when I go to surgery, and I had 4 surgeries in 2025, and I'm going to have another one in a couple months. I just know it. I have more cancer over here on this side. I go next week, I think Wednesday, to go get biopsied. I'm going to get this, and then I've got other ones I go to. But to my other side, I'm going to have twin scars, attractivo. What was I saying? Oh, fainting. So when I go and have surgery, I have to, when they tell you don't drink or eat anything, I am required to take my Midodrine before I come into the OR suite. So, because when I didn't take it, the one time they told me to take no medication at all, and I asked about the Midodrine, they said, no, no, no. My blood pressure went bonk once I got on the anesthesia. So I have to take the Midodrine before. And it has helped tremendously. I love it. It was metoprolol before when it was high blood pressure. Now it's Midodrine for low blood pressure. So ask your cardiologist. And if you don't have a cardiologist, ask for a referral from your primary care to see a cardiologist. He said it's because my insurance won't pay, but the prescription will be there. Gwen, that's sucky. Michelle, Gwen, CVS, the pharmacy or Caremark plan? The PBM, right, exactly. That's a good question, Michelle. Gwen says, I will qualify. Where are we here? Zippity doo dah, zippity. Good. I'm glad you're better today, this afternoon, Marcy. I'm very happy. Gwen says I'll qualify for the bridge program that starts in July with Medicare. Exactly. Good. Do you know what Medicare did for me? I almost fainted. I get 3 boxes of Mounjaro now for $4.90. Now, before the Mounjaro, I got 1 box at a time, pre-authorization for every 3, blah, blah, blah. Didn't have to pay anything, but to have 3 boxes at a time, yes, baby. Yes, I'm so happy that I only had that. Yeah, $5 worth it, absolutely. Let's see here. I had another episode of AFib. Oh, okay, yeah. Very diaphoretic when it happens, sweating profusely, shortness of breath, nausea, just like all the other ones. Are you on meds for AFib? Do they need to be changed? Have you lost weight? All these things have to be considered because we're changing so quickly. My medications had to change so fast because I was losing weight. Not, wouldn't say quickly. I lost right about 2.6 pounds a week average. I would go a couple of weeks or 3 weeks with no loss, and then it would go back again. Michelle says, Gwen just saw, that is because of the PBM. Exactly. Do you have sleep apnea? Exactly, Michelle. Ask for, I swear to you, I swear, if I had been told, and insurance, forgive me, true stuff, if I had been told I was pre-diabetic, I would have said, give me 3 months, I'll be a diabetic. That way I get medication for life. I know. Isn't that sad that you want to get a disease so that you can get medication? That's just so absurd and so sad. But I would. That's exactly what I would have done. So here we are. Oh, I have sleep apnea. Woohoo! I've got sleep apnea. Oh, I've got arthritis. Yay! Oh, I've got diabetes. Woohoo! Oh, my liver disease. Oh, yeah. Because that means we qualify for medication that we should qualify for by having the disease of obesity to begin with. Mm-hmm. True stuff. Gwen says, CVS pharmacy, I'm on Medicare Part D, downsized, had a big explanation of the program. Good. Marcy also wanted to tell you to have a small scale victory as of Thursday. My doctor said that my kidney values go down a little tiny bit. Adapted. Yes, I do have high blood pressure. Okay, so our kidneys are not supposed to get better. It doesn't matter if you have chronic kidney disease or you don't. Okay, lots of diabetics do. I do. I've had chronic kidney disease for over 20 years, and it's always been in the moderate to severe. It kind of bounces back and forth. And on these medications, there was no research anywhere that said that anybody's kidneys would improve. As mine started improving, my EGFR started going up. My nephrologist was like, "What's going on here?" And I said, "I'm not the only one. There are other people with CKD who are having their values improve as well." And to go from severe to right at normal, you can't do that by visualization. You can't do that with any medication that they have for chronic kidney disease. It's this medication. It's saving all of our lives. For those of you who don't have chronic kidney disease, it's saving you from getting chronic kidney disease. And I love that. I love that. Let's see here. Oh, I'm so happy, Marcy. I'm so, so happy. The Subway diet. Oh my gosh, let's not talk about that, man. Ah, question. Has anyone been to the Obesity Action Coalition in the past? I'm considering going to Orlando in July and wondering if you think it's worth it. Limited income here too, but very happy. Nancy, I'm in Orlando. Everyone's coming to Orlando. When you come to Orlando, if you look at my channel, I have park bench chats. I sit and I chitty chat with somebody for about an hour. I'm going to be doing that at the Obesity OAC in July. And everybody who's anybody in the obesity spectrum is going to be here. There's going to be meets inside the Magic Kingdom. There's going to be meets all over the place. I'm going to make sure to have a meet as well for the people that we know that we hang out with. The Downsize is going to have a meet, everything. We're going to just mix and mingle. Now, I'm going to tell you, Nancy, because I'm also income limited, starting in April, and if you email me, I will give you the address. But starting in April, and I don't know what the date is, they're going to have applications for scholarships. I've already written them. I wrote them in March, and because I didn't know that there was a time that they were going to be doing that. And they said, please come back in April, keep getting our emails. We'll tell you when. So I'm also trying for a scholarship. So Nancy, let's do it together, girlfriend. Let's do it. It's at SeaWorld. I wish it was going to be somewhere near Disney, but it's at the SeaWorld Hotel, one of the SeaWorld hotels. So yeah, there's lots of us who are going to be here. Last year, there were some. This year, there's going to be a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Michelle says Medicare is a whole new ball game. Yes. Gwen says my BMI is over 35 with no comorbidities. I think you haven't looked enough, Gwen. I tend to think that everybody has comorbidities. Becky says, Marcy, so sorry about your AFib spells. I have them too. Tamara says, frankly, Michelle, you said a mouthful there. Medicare. Frankly, Michelle says, Nancy, I have not been, but I'm going this year. My understanding it's specifically for patients of obesity, but not GLP specific. That's correct. But there are everybody. We're all going to be there. Sorry, Nancy. Nancy wants Fritos now. So sorry. I apologize. July will have it filled and only pay $25. You will have it. Oh, the medication. Good, good, good. Marcy says, I do see a cardiologist. Good. Back in November. Maybe it's time to see him again. Becky, Barb, we appreciate you. Happy birthday again. Hugs, good vibes, and prayers to all. Heading to church. Have a beautiful time at church this evening, Becky. Thank you for being here very much. Tamara, that just happened to me too. Well, for $12. Only problem is that I don't know if I'll be staying on only 5 milligrams. Yes, I do take medicine for AFib. Marcy says, Midge says, I'm starting the process for name brand consolidation of records for Part D in July. Yes, pre diabetic prior. Insulin resistance, Blue Cross Blue Shield pharmacist, and I probably get approval with prior authorization. Grammy Protein Kitchen, her EGFR went from 69 to the lower hundreds. You go. You go. I am so proud of you. Nancy says, sound great, Barb. Sounds great. Yes, definitely. I wanted to tell you a couple other things. Let's see. Oh, tomorrow night, I'm going to be on Paul Amadeus Lane's live. I'm going to be interviewed by Paul. He is known as Paul on Wheels. He is a paraplegic on GLP-1s, and he is wonderful. He's a beautiful, wonderful Black man who pulls in the Black community into the GLP-1 world. It tends to be a very Anglo, very white, not even very Hispanic or Latin at all. I'm half Cuban, but it's still it's very a very white community. So the Black creators between Paul, who says Paul on Wheels, and Charles with Round Mound to Zepbound. And then I'm being introduced to all kinds of Black creators that I never even knew existed. But what's happening is they're being able to do the outreach into the Black community, bringing them into the GLP-1 world, helping them the same way we help each other, with access, with information, with, you're not alone. You're with people. We understand what you're talking about, all that. And so I will be on Paul's channel tomorrow night. I look forward to it. He and I together are a card. We are hilarious together. And we've never even been on camera before together, but we're lots of fun. We're very different, but we're very fun. And Paul is amazing. He's just amazing. I love having him in our community. And now Charles from Round Mound of Zepbound, Charles has prostate cancer. And for those that don't know, I have two cancers. I've got malignant melanoma, and then I also have something called CLL, SLL, and I've got the SLL, which is small lymphocytic lymphoma. So I've got lymphoma, non-Hodgkin lymphoma. And so there's a lot of us who are maneuvering all kinds of complications as we move, like you women who are on oxygen. That is an absolute area that needs to be explored for the people that are coming after you. So you're leading the way for them, the same way those of us with cancer are saying, you don't need to go off your medication just because you have cancer. If you start losing weight without trying, that's a different story. But if you're stable, which I am, and I got 2 oncologists who are watching, I promise I'm doing really well. And then I have surgery a lot. I had 4, as I said, in 2025. And each of us, not just those of us who are big and chatty and things like that, there are lots of you who have small, quiet issues that need to be heard. Whether you email me at healthatanycost@gmail.com, or whether you go on somebody's live. I don't know how to do a live yet with anybody. I can barely do my own live, but I'll figure it out with the stream thing, StreamYard. I'll figure it out eventually. I've just been busy getting a bone marrow biopsy last week, and ever so much fun. I always have at least 2 or 3 doctor appointments during the week. That's kind of my life. That's why I write. That's what I do, is I write. So, okay, So let's see if there's any more questions, and then I think we are going to close out for the day. Everyone, it looks like, yeah, we're just gonna quiet down. If you have not hugged the like, please do. If you don't subscribe, please do. I'm starting to write more in the community because, as I said, I really feel that my forte is writing. So if you are subscribed and you get my community posts, then you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. I'm kind of cross posting Substack and the community in YouTube because I want to bring you all over to Substack. I really do want you all to come over and follow me. I'm pretty chatty over there, Hondarium. Oh, good. Kirsten's also going to the OAC conference in July. I knew you would. We're in Orlando. We have to. Kirsten, we need to do a park bench chat. I just love them. They're so much fun. And people love the park bench chats. So, Michelle also going to OAC. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're also in Florida. I already did a park bench chat with Michelle, but I'd love to do another one anytime, anytime. So any of you, if you ever come to Orlando, you have to check me out. You have to, connect with me and we can find a place to meet so that we can go and do a park bench chat. The ones for OAC are going to be done out at SeaWorld. We're not going to be able to go to my regular park bench that I go to in Azalea Park. But yeah, we'll just do them wherever it is. I don't care if all I get of you is 1 hour when you're on your booming vacation at Universal. I don't like Universal. Or Disney. Let me put my little birthday hat on again that Kirsten got me. And yeah, I would love to spend some time with you. So thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. And oh, good. Midge is already on email and Substack. Thank you very much. I love you all. You're so wonderful. Thank you for spending my birthday with me. I feel so good, so loved. I probably bored my brother to death. But that's okay. It's okay. It's not his jam. His jam is totally different than mine, for sure. But I love you all and have an amazing Sunday. And I will see you next Sunday at 4:00. But look me up on Paul Amadeus Lane's channel tomorrow night. It's at 3:30 Eastern time. He's on the West Coast, so he's doing it really early for me so I can go to bed early because I'm going to bed at like 8:00 at night. So if you can watch us tomorrow afternoon at 3:30, that would be fantastic. And thank you all. I love you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao, Belas.